Oh, oh, good morning. How are you guys? How's it going? What's poppin'? Also, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, the log roll. How was Baldur's Gate? Did you have fun? Did you win Baldur's Gate? Did you fuck Asterion? I'm logging. I'm logging in. Hacker voice, I'm in. Good morning, good morning. We did not fuck Asterion. What are you even doing in that game, bro? I fucked Carlisle? Oh, okay. I'll accept that answer for now. If you get the mods, you can fuck them all in one run. Oh my god, that's beautiful. I'm a lesbian. Well, I mean, I'm bi, so I wouldn't know what that's like. I'm gonna be real with you. Everybody's hot to me in the right lighting. Welcome in, welcome in. Alright, let's see who all is here right now. First was taken by Rockadon. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Rockadon, for taking my first today. Makes me very, very happy that you could be my first. Daily Pillows, we've got Rockadon, we've got Jeremy, Leonix, Chaos the Clown, Mita, Nuclea, Set, Vertexiality, Jeffy, welcome in. Thank you, all of you, for grabbing your daily pillows. So you can be nice and comfy, cozy with your daily pillows. And let's see who we got in the queue so far. Hey, there's nothing wrong with liking men. You just have to have good standards. There are plenty of great men out there, alright? I won't take man slander. There's some beautiful, beautiful men in this world. I'm in Texas. Oh my god, cowboy man. Sheesh. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Am I right? Am I right? He's bouncing on my pussy, babe. I love the way he rides. I can hardly breathe when he's pumping deep inside. Yeah. Alright, let's see. So first up in the queue is Rockadon. And Rockadon wants a general reading. Then we got Chaos the Clown, who also wants a general reading. Dixon Dallas is the only country music I like. Yeah, dude, I love his shit. It's so funny. I actually do. It's because I grew up in the South. I do like some country music, but I like the older country music. And I like the country love songs. I'm gonna be real with you. I do like the country love songs. I just like music that tells a story. And a lot of the older country music does tell a story. So that's why I like it. Let's see. After that, we got Set, who wants a general reading. And then we got the log roll, who also wants a general reading. I got you. So yeah, first up we'll start with Rockadon's general reading. I grew up in Utah. Oh, you grew up in Utah? Ew. Ew, you grew up in Mormon country? Ew, that's rough, buddy. No wonder. How dare it's Mormon country, bro. That's where my parents live. I'm sorry for your loss, bro. That's tragic. My girlfriend became the moon. That's rough, buddy. Look, nobody's perfect. Everybody has flaws to them. I like putting ranch on my pizza, and I'm a strong believer in pineapple on pizza. Not on the same pizza. I don't like ranch and pineapple on the same pizza. That's unholy. But I like both of those on pizza. you know, so I have my flaws. And then your parents live in Utah, you know, so pick your battles, I guess. There's a hi Tremor, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Alright, let's see what we got for Rockadon. I'm still waking up. Dude, I had the most insane fucking dream, dude. I dreamed I was at, I don't even know, some kind of event. I was at some kind of event, and both Joe Biden and Donald Trump were there. And I was like sitting in my seat, and they came and like they sat next to me. And I don't even know how the conversation started, but I turned to Joe Biden and I said, "Do you like anime?" And then in my dream, he went, "What's anime?" And then Donald Trump responded, "It's Japanese cartoons, you fucking idiot. Everybody knows that." And then he just walked off, right? And so now I'm like explaining anime to Joe Biden, right? And I'm telling him about it. And then he starts asking me about Danganronpa and if he needs to watch the anime in order to play the games and which order it is. And I'm like, how the fuck do you know Danganronpa but you don't know what anime is? And then I woke up. Yeah. So I hope the dream interpreters out there can tell me what that means. What does that mean? Anyway, tell me what my subconscious was talking to me about. Thank you for the follow, Converse Ball. Welcome in. I just want to know, what was my subconscious trying to tell me? What was it warning me about? Alright, let's see what we got for you, Rockadon. Okay. And then, are you subbed? No, okay. So just those three. Alright, let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you. Starting with, and then we've got, and then finally we have, there we go. Alrighty, Rockadon, for your general reading, in order of left to right, we have the Three of Cups, we have the Reverse Temperance card, and we have the Hierophant. So we start with the Three of Cups, which is a card of ample opportunity. There's a lot of different directions you can go in, but every path has its merits. It's just a matter of personal preference at this point, but whichever way you decide to go, you know, it's a perfectly good path to take, right? This is the chance for you to just kind of see what you want to do. Success will follow. So don't stress too much about it, you know? Also, hi, Sekwar. Welcome in. We do follow it up with the Reverse Temperance card, though. And Reverse Temperance, normally Temperance is a card of like balance. It's a card of adaptability, self-control. But in its reverse, it's very much like stagnation, vulnerability, corruption, you know, sort of like muddying the waters in a sense. So to me, it feels very much like, how to describe, kind of like, just be careful that you're doing things properly, you know, that you're taking the path properly. You're not trying to take like shortcuts. You're not trying to, you know, no get rich quick schemes. Those are all scams. Anybody who tells you they know how to get you rich quick for only, you know, $19.99 for a course is lying to you. They just want to steal 20 bucks from you. And then that sort of leads us to the final card, which is the Hierophant, right? Which is a guiding hand. It's spiritual enlightenment. It's a teacher, somebody who has experience helping you, guiding you through the process. So to me, this feels like pick your path, pick what you want to do, but make sure that you're doing it properly and make sure you're getting help from somebody who knows how to do it properly. So you're taught how to do it right from the beginning, you know? Because sometimes you kind of like figure things out along the way, but you skipped a lot of steps, so you didn't learn like a lot of the basics when it comes to a lot of things. So this is just kind of telling you like, make sure you properly train and learn the basics for whatever path you take. It's going to take you much further down into success if you do it that way versus just kind of winging it, you know? So just try to do things properly and you should be good. But overall, it's a good reading. It's more just like a cautionary, just make sure you're not, you know, trying to take shortcuts. Well, yeah, there you go, Rockadon. I hope that helps. Fingers crossed. Let me drink some water. Thank you for the reading. Yeah, I hope it helps. Next up is Chaos the Clown. Are you here, Chaos the Clown? Oh, it's got the swords. Oh, okay, okay. Oh my god, new name, new you? Oh my god. Should I just call you Chaos then? Alright, and Chaos wants a general reading. So let's see what we got for you. What's a hi-fi? Welcome in. Thank you for the head pats. Alright, well let's see what we got for your general reading. So hi Kyle, welcome in. Hi Brandy. Oh my god, Brandy getting the love reading. Let's go. That's kind of juicy shit I like to see, baby. We love to see it. What's that? Hi Jacob, welcome in. Dude, it was so awesome today because, okay, so Harper got Subway. And I was lamenting the fact that I did not have Subway money, right? I was like, oh man, I want Subway, but I don't got Subway money. And then Harper reminded me that they owed me money for the merch rights, and I told them that they could just buy me a meal off of DoorDash in exchange for the merch rights to make a t-shirt out of one of the designs I made. And so I was like, oh shit, dude, sick. So I checked the Subway on DoorDash, and Subway has my favorite sandwich as buy one, get one free. They had the meatball marinara sub for buy one, get one free, baby. I felt blessed. I felt personally blessed by the universe when that happened. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. So I bought 2 sandwiches. I got 2. I got 2 foot-long meatball marinara subs with extra provolone, baby. Because I may not be alone, but I like to provolone, you know? So I got my sandwiches. I ate one. I put the other one in the fridge so I could eat it after stream. I love the meatball marinara, dude. It hits so hard. Also, hi, shorts. Yes, Spubby, eat free. Yeah, I do like Spubby. Very yummy, very yummy. Yeah, I ate that whole sandwich and then I immediately conked the fuck out. I just went to sleep. I was worried you weren't gonna be streaming it. Why? Why are you so worried? Why are you so stressed about my stream schedule? You're not supposed to say these things aloud. When I order 2 thin crust pizza, I shout into my empty house that the pizza has come so the delivery guy doesn't think I'm a pig. Well, the delivery guy didn't know. And what, you guys aren't gonna judge me? It's like I ate them both in one sitting. I bought one for now and one for later. That's called meal prepping, baby. I'm meal prepped in my Subway. I eat in one sitting. I mean, honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If you're hungry, you should eat, and you know, there's nothing wrong with a little treatsy treat, you know, nothing wrong with that. I was just saying, I personally have the other one sitting in the fridge right now, so I can eat it later. You know, I don't ever stress about what the fucking delivery guy thinks of me. Yeah, nothing wrong with a little sweet treat. I don't think the delivery guy gets paid enough to think about that as well. Yeah, dude. Dude is just probably assuming from the get-go that there's multiple people. So I don't think that's something you gotta worry about. And there's been instances where I once, actually twice, I ordered 100 McNuggets from McDonald's. And I ate them all in one sitting. I ate 100 nuggets in one sitting. That's a lot. That's tough, actually. That was so much. That was so many nuggets. But I am a sauce connoisseur now when it comes to nugget dipping sauce. You know? Anyway, yeah. When they asked me what sauces I wanted, I said yes. 100 nuggets is impossible? What do you mean it's impossible? I fucking did it twice. It was harder the second time, actually. But I managed. I managed to eat it. Look, one sitting, it took me like 2 hours, all right? It's not like I ate it in 30 minutes. I ate it in 2 hours, in the span of 2 hours, but it was in one sitting. It's not like I had a timer going. I believe in you. You could eat 100 nuggets in one sitting. I think you could do it. I think you got it in you. I think you got that power in you. You gotta have a bevy though. It's too dry otherwise. Well, my favorite sauces, I like honey mustard is my favorite. I always get the honey mustard. But I do like their like chili, they have like a new like chili dip, the chili McCrispy dip or whatever. That shit's good. I do like that. They also have ranch is okay. The ranch is okay, but I like real ranch. I don't know, something about their ranch I'm just not that big of a fan of, their specific ranch. But I do like ranch with my nuggets, just not their ranch. And I don't like their barbecue sauce. There's something interesting about it. I'm in the dieting phase at the moment, so no more than one time eating junk in a week. And no more than 1,000 calories on a meal. Boo. I'm kidding. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Good job, man. I believe in you. You got this. I mean, this was my, like, first or second meal of the month eating out. So I don't eat out very often. I eat, like, once a month usually, if that. Sometimes I don't eat out during the whole month. Not a specific place of sauce. I thought we were just talking about sauces. Well, I'm talking about McDonald's. So that's what I was saying. The like spicy chili McCrispy dip. That shit's good. That shit is good. Very yummy. Love reading. Oh my god, let's go, Condor. Yeah. It's been so long since I had him reading. Let's go. Yeah, you in the queue. Welcome in. Alright, let's see what we got for chaos for your general reading. How you doing? I'm doing good. We're just yapping about nuggets and sauces right now. There we go. Let's go ahead and put these up on the screen, starting with and this is and then the last one is there we go. Alrighty. So we got all the cards for you, Chaos. In order of left to right, we have the 6 of coins, we have the 8 of swords, and we have the Death card. So very interesting, very interesting. Starting with the 6 of coins, right? The 6 of coins is a card of kind of like receiving the rewards for all of your hard work, right? It's the just desserts sort of vibes. So all of the time and effort and energy that you've put into things, this is like the sweet fruits of your labor, right? But interestingly, we follow it up with the 8 of swords. And the 8 of swords is a card of feeling like frozen in place, afraid to leave a bad situation, scared to break free, to cut yourself free, because maybe you're afraid that it'll be worse with you leaving the situation than it is with you staying and putting up with it, right? I think that's a pretty common feeling, like the fear of, well, what if things are worse if I leave, you know? But ultimately, I think it's for the best that you do. I think genuinely it is for the best if you leave. If it is for the best if you end it cleanly and try to move forward. Because you also have the Death card. And the Death card is a card of the end of one thing, but the start of something new. It's new beginnings. It's the end of a cycle and the start of something new, right? Things can be scary. Ending something is scary. But this end comes with a new beginning built in. And it seems much more prosperous for you to let go of this, because it's only holding you back and it's only hurting you, it feels like. So this is your chance to start fresh, you know? So I think the key here is the cards are kind of reassuring you, like, I know it's scary. I know it's scary to leave. It's scary to end this, because especially if you put a lot of time and effort into it. But ultimately, this is a new beginning. This is a chance for all of your hard work to pay off and for you to start fresh. And I think you should take advantage of that. And, you know, spring cleaning, baby. It's spring cleaning. It's out with the old, dusting things off. It's time for new year, new you. And I think this is very much giving that sort of vibe. So whatever it is that you were scared of letting go of, I think it's time to finally bid it adieu, you know? Well, there you go. I hope that helps, Chaos. Also, hi, Jeannie. Welcome in. Yeah, just think of it as spring cleaning. It is that time of year. Let's see. Next up is... Next up is Set. Set Starlight. Are you in here, Set? Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. So eepy. Yeah, I gotta blow my nose. Hold on, I gotta mute chat real quick. Okay. I blew my nose. Is Set here? Set, are you here? It's your turn. Otherwise, we're skipping you. We go to the next person. Alright. Set might be AFK. Let's see. Next up is the Law Girl. The Law Girl, are you here? Are you here? Hi, there you are. And the Law Girl wants a general reading for the upcoming month. Alrighty. Let's see what we got for you then. Let's see what we got for you. Also, hi, Cammy. Welcome in. Oh, okay. We got the cards for you, Law Girl. So let's put these up on the screen. That's your sister. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome in. Starting with... There we go. And then we've got that one. And then we've got this one. There we go. Alrighty. So for all of your cards in order of left to right, we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Reverse Hermit, and we have the Knight of Wands. So starting with the Nine of Cups, right? The Nine of Cups is a card of biding your time, you know, storing up your energy, saving up your energy, creating your own oasis in the desert, right? This is a card of self-reliance, building yourself up, and it's also a card of abundance, right? But this is, like I said, this is like kind of like the focusing card. You're honing yourself, you're focusing yourself on specific things. You've got your energy and you're dedicating it to specific things. And then we follow it up with the Reverse Hermit card, which to me reads like a little bit of like, hey, great that you're focusing on things. Great that you are dedicated. It feels like you got some crazy hyper focus happening. But make sure you're not isolating yourself. Make sure you're not cutting yourself off from the rest of the world because of this, right? I know you want to focus. I know you want to lock in. But just make sure you're not cutting yourself off from the rest of the world. It's very important to keep yourself grounded and keep yourself, you know, in contact with people who love and care about you. The Reverse Hermit's like, please don't shut yourself off from the rest of the world to go, you know, do your potion making or whatever it is you're doing, you know. So just be careful. Make sure you're still in touch with reality and like society as you go forward. And then that sort of leads us to your final card, which is the Knight of Wands, right? And the Knight of Wands is somebody who is very passionate, right? The flower here is passion flower, right? This is very much a card of somebody who's very hot-blooded, very ready to sort of rock and roll at a moment's notice. They want to fight for what sparks joy in them, what lights a flame inside of them. They want to make it come true. And I think it is very much your nature to kind of run headfirst into a lot of things, probably. especially the things that pull you towards them. So this is like a card of like, hey, it's great that you're passionate. Super, super great that you're passionate, right? There's nothing wrong with that. What fans the flames for us, we can use that as energy to push ourselves forward. But I think the fact that it's tied very much with that reverse hermit is very much like, but rein it in. Keep yourself grounded in reality, please. All right? It's okay to let yourself be fueled by the fire. It is okay to get excited and to get pumped and to want to dedicate time and energy. But just please don't shut yourself away. Please. It is very, very easy to forget to talk to people and sleep and eat and pee when you're in the zone. I should know. So I think the main card to take away from this is please talk to people. Please make sure you're setting aside time to touch grass with other people. But other than that, it seems like it's going to be a really, really productive month for you, especially in terms of like your passions and stuff like that. Locked in and piss out. Yeah, I have a bad habit of that too. I do that. I will like work on an art piece and I'll just sit there and I'll draw for like 12 hours straight. And then once I finish, then like the hyper focus wears off and I stand up because I realize I haven't peed or eaten or slept, and like every single status effect hits me simultaneously. So that's fun. I will piss my pants before I touch. Please go touch grass, please. Please. Please don't piss yourself. Don't piss yourself, queen or king. Don't piss yourself. You're so sexy. Please don't. Well, there you go. I hope that helps a lot, girl. Like I said, it seems like it's going to be a very productive month for you. Just make sure that you don't let the productivity get in the way of the social necessity of connecting with friends. Yeah. Yeah, I hope that helps. Next up is Kyle. Kyle Twitch. Are you here, Kyle? I remember to connect when I can. Very important. Yeah, hi, Kyle. Also, oh my gosh, hi, Angie. Welcome in. Yeah, and Kyle wants a general reading. Let's see what we got for you. All ready for the oil futures. God, no. Don't even get me started on the fucking oil shit right now, bro. I'm trying so hard to invest in some bullshit. I had to stop you from crypto. I had to stop you from the stock market. I had to stop you. Please. Please, Kyle. Kyle. If someone can tell me how the war will go, I can make some money. You just gotta check Polymarket 15 minutes before they launch the nuke and see what they put their money on, bro. I'm ready to pledge my last $57. No, Kyle, please. Please, Kyle, you have to be fiscally responsible. Please. Everybody knows there's insider trading happening on Polymarket right now in order to profit off of the war. It's really fucked up. Please, Kyle. Let's see what we got for you. What's your general reading say? Fiscal responsibilities for the weak. That is so bold of you. Oh, damn, baby, I'm weak as hell. I'm weak as fuck. I got limp spaghetti arms at this point then with how fiscally responsible I am. Let's see what we got. Mom spaghetti. Yeah, there's spaghetti on my spaghetti already. Mom spaghetti. I do like spaghetti. About to make spaghetti soon. What I really want to make though, I want to make edible cookie dough. Not fiscally responsible, but ready. Oh my gosh. One step at a time. One step at a time. All right, let's see what we got for you, Kyle. Okay. This is actually a really good reading. I'm assuming this isn't related to finances because I just asked it for a general reading. Otherwise, I would be a little concerned. I was ready to hear I want to make edibles. Oh my gosh. Well, if you want to make edibles, remember THC is fat soluble. So that's why weed butter is such a common ingredient to make, because you're able to actually get the THC out of the weed through fat, like butter. There you go. I don't do edibles though. I don't do weed at all, but I know a lot of people who do. So I know a lot about weed and weed baking because of them. Let's see. All right, first card is so hi, Spider Girl, welcome in. The strongest edible I ever had was actually a quesadilla my brother made for me. It was a weird day. I've only had an edible once. I had weed hot chocolate, right? Because my roommate bought weed hot chocolate from the dispensary. And he made it for me according to the package instructions, right? So I tried it and nothing happened. I just, like, my mouth was dry. So I had to drink a lot of water. But that was it, man. Also, he lied to me. He told me, I asked him, does it taste like weed? Does it taste like weed? He's like, no, it doesn't taste like weed at all. So I'm like, okay. So I tried. That bitch tasted like weed. That motherfucker tasted like weed. His taste buds are shot to hell, bro. He can't taste weed anymore. That's crazy. That shit tasted like weed. I made an edible out of lemon meringue pie. Ooh, that sounds yummy. That sounds yummy. I do like lemon meringue pie, actually. No, I'm usually helping my roommate with a lot of his weed baking. He'll make like virgin versions of whatever he's trying to bake, right? I remember one time he made chocolate cupcakes, and he heard that putting coffee and chocolate boosts the flavor, so he just put straight up coffee grounds into the batter. So it's just so gritty because there's just like actual fucking coffee grounds in the chocolate cupcakes. I'm like, why? It's espresso powder, it's instant espresso. It's not coffee grounds, please, bro. Please. It was like eating like mulch. The texture was very interesting. Yeah. So, rule of thumb for you guys. Now you know. If you're making a chocolate baked good and you want to boost the chocolatey flavor, you can add a little bit of instant espresso, which is freeze-dried coffee, essentially, okay? It is already brewed. It is the liquid turned into a powder, all right? It is not the actual bean ground up like coffee grounds. All right? Please do not put coffee grounds in your shit. I was about to put straight beans in that thing. Yeah. We live and we learn. All right. Next card is... I always make chocolate cake with mayonnaise and coffee. Yeah, mayonnaise is also a good one too. Mayonnaise is actually unironically a really great ingredient to add to chocolate cake. At that point, it would have been better just to have used whole roasted beans like chocolate chips. Honestly, yeah, it probably would have been better just to like fold in some like espresso beans rather than just like Folgers coffee grounds. right, then we got final card is, there we go. It's fat and eggs, yeah. It's also got a little bit of tang to it too, which can help with like, because it's like slightly acidic, it can help activate like baking powder, like baking soda and stuff like that too, so it can help with like the rise. Yeah, no, genuinely, mayonnaise is a great ingredient to add to your chocolate cake mix. It generally is really, really good. Yeah, that's a real life hack. People get grossed out at it, but like it's perfectly normal. It's a perfectly normal ingredient. And there we go. Okay, so we got all the cards for you, Kyle, for your general reading in order of left to right. We've got the Five of Wands, we have the Seven of Coins, and we have the King of Cups. So we start with the Five of Wands, right? And the Five of Wands is a card of fortune favors the bold. Be bold, be brave. This is the chance to really put yourself out there, right? This is a card of like impending competition or battle. This is a fight, right? And so it's he who strikes first wins kind of vibes. It's okay to take the risk. Very much sort of vibes here from the Five of Wands. This is not financial advice, okay? This is general reading, okay? We followed up with the Seven of Coins. And the Seven of Coins is a card of forward motion. It's a card of change leading to growth, and it's also a card of hard work paying off, right? All of that hard work, all of that energy pushes you forward into a new and better direction. I was like, good night, Barb. Sweet dreams. I'm so concerned, Kyle. Please. Please. But I think this is definitely an encouraging set so far. It's telling you, like, be bold, be brave, take your risk, but also know that your hard work does pay off, right? Putting your time and energy and effort into things does pay off for you. And that kind of leads us to your final card, which is the King of Cups, right? And the King of Cups is very much somebody who is in touch with their emotions and their needs, right? Somebody who has an interest in a lot of different things, kind of has their finger in a bunch of different pots, you know? They're trying out a bunch of stuff, seeing what they like, seeing what they don't like, and they're not afraid to learn about new things, to pick up new skills in order to push themselves forward. And it's because of that they're able to connect with more people, because they have more experiences and more knowledge, right? So don't be afraid to pick up new skills, to broaden your horizons. And I think that's going to help pay off in the long run in pushing yourself forward with that forward momentum that you want, you know? So there you go, Kyle. I hope that helps. Yeah, like I said, it's a good reading. It's a good reading. I was like, oh my god, I get to do a tarot reading for Andre. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yeah, fingers crossed. All right, next up is Brandy, and Brandy wants a love reading. Let's fucking go. My favorite shit. All right, let's see what we got for your love life. You're in here, right, Brandy? Yeah, you're in here. And you're subbed, so that means you get an oracle card with your reading. Yippee! Also, for those of you unaware, for a mere 100 bits, you can also add a Yu-Gi-Oh card to your reading. So, if you want to add a Yu-Gi-Oh card to your reading, that is 100 bits. Tell me how much love I get. Oh my god, so much love. I'm a love doctor. Love doctor is clocking in. Do you have insurance? The love doctor requires a co-payment. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Fuck, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I have a separate pricing range for people who don't have insurance, and it's actually cheaper if you don't have insurance. So let's just see what the love doctor has to prescribe, and then I'll give you your total afterwards. That is real and true, by the way. A lot of doctors' offices, if you don't have insurance and you tell them outright, a lot of your shit is actually cheaper sometimes. Even though you might have insurance, it might be cheaper to just pay out of pocket because insurance like price hikes the fuck out of shit. It's fucked up. Did you make sure you get a referral before getting your appointment with the love doctor? Referral only. It was also a 6-month wait in order to get booked for this appointment. You had to take off of work for it too. And it's mostly just you being seen by a love nurse. And only come in for like the last 15 minutes. Just remember, seek out help if your love lasts longer than 4 hours. No, I think it should be going all night long, baby. It should be going all night long. I love to love all night long. All right, let's see what we got for you, Brandy. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, and then let's grab your oracle card. Oh. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Let's put these up on the screen for you, Brandy. Starting with... Dun, dun. Then next up we've got... Boop. And then finally we've got... Hi, Lazy. Welcome in. There we go. All right, we got all of the cards for you, Brandy, for your love reading. In order of left to right, we have the Page of Cups, we have the Reverse Hierophant, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. And then for your Oracle card, we have Fog, you know, like a foggy day. So very, very interesting spread here. But let's go ahead and start with the Page of Cups, right? The Page of Cups is very, very sweet, very innocent. To me, this reads kind of like puppy love, very easily develops crushes and love on people, you know. You got a lot of love to give in your heart, and it feels like you fall in love easily. That's kind of the vibes I initially get off of this, right? Somebody who tends to have a very innocent view of love, and wants to see what happens. You know, they got dreams. They're very cute, very sweet. You want to protect them. Honestly, you want to protect them. You can see that sort of that sweet, wearing your heart on your sleeve kind of vibes here from the Page of Cups, right? We also follow it up, though, with the Reverse Hierophant card, which is very much like a card of, like, following a leader with that question. To me, it feels like you want your partner to kind of take the lead in everything, and you kind of don't really put too much input into things. You kind of just want to turn your brain off and, like, let your partner take control of the situation when it comes to a lot of stuff. To me, that's kind of how that reads. So I would be a little concerned. I just want to be careful to make sure that you're with a really good partner that you can trust, if that's the case, right? You want to have somebody who you know for a fact you can trust wholeheartedly, because otherwise people with not so great intentions can very easily manipulate a pure-hearted maiden like you know? So I think it's something to keep in mind of, like, I understand that there's like a lot of dynamics that people like and a lot of things that people are interested in, but that requires an immense amount of trust and proven track record of trust before you can go that far. So don't just follow a leader without question. It's okay to follow a leader, but I think it does require forethought first, you know? It does require carefully thinking over the situation before being like, okay, this is okay, this is fine, I'm okay with this, right? Especially if things start teetering into territory that you're unfamiliar with or things that you may not be as big a fan of, right? It's okay for you to take the time to really stop and think rather than just sort of blindly following orders, right? And then that sort of leads us into the Wheel of Fortune, right? Which is a card of change is on the way. This is a card of evolution, cleansing. It's an unexpected stroke of good luck, right? This is the tides are changing. And to me, this feels like this is the chance for love to sort of blossom your way. It's just like, be careful. These are kind of like your weaknesses here. You very much fall in love easily and tend to just let the other person take control of the situation. But this is a two-way relationship. You need to make sure you have equal power in this relationship, okay? Do not willingly hand over all of your power in the relationship to the other person, okay? Even in kink dynamics, okay? Even in kink dynamics, that the person who is the sub is still holding a lot of power in that situation because they can choose at any time to stop, right? They've already thoroughly discussed all of their boundaries. They've already 100% discussed what it is that they want and what it is they don't want. And if it oversteps, they're allowed to say, no, fuck you, I don't want to do that. What are you doing? Shut the fuck up, right? So I'm not saying this is exactly what it was going on, but to me, this reads very much like make sure that you are still in control. Make sure that you are still holding your own strength. It's okay to fall in love. It's okay to feel innocent. It's okay to give trust to people, but make sure you're not giving up your control, your share of control in the relationship, right? But otherwise, it feels like there's sort of like an unexpected stroke of good luck. It feels like the times are changing. But then that kind of leads us into your oracle card, which is interesting because we have fog, right? And fog is a card of obscurity. It's a card of feeling lost, unsure where to go, what direction to head in. Maybe you're not sure what you're feeling right now. Maybe, you know, it's all kind of like a gray zone. You're not really sure what you should do, where you should go, what should actually be done. Do you even want a relationship? Do you even like this person? It feels like there's kind of like a lot weighing on you that you're not fully able to like process your emotions in a sense. So to me, this feels like I think you got to clear the fog first before you start looking for love. Get a full grasp of what it is that you want and what it is you don't want, especially when it comes to relationships. You know, make sure you know for a fact what it is you want and what it is you don't want. And I think that'll help clear the fog for you in terms of what direction you want to go when it comes to love. You know? Figure out your boundaries before they're crossed. If you can. That would be the most ideal. That would be the most ideal. But yeah, I hope that helps, Brandy. Fingers crossed. Maybe that just gives you something to think about, you know? Especially when it comes to things that you like and things that you don't like. And people that you like and people that you don't like. But there you go. There you go. Also, hi CJ. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Next up is Leonix. Oh my gosh. You're here, right, Leonix? Then after Leonix is Condor, and then after Condor is Anji, then Lazy, and then we'll be caught up. Are you here, Leonix? Are you here? Hello? Hello? Oh my god, are we gonna have to skip Leonix? For shame, for shame. I'm here. Oh, there you are. Hi. Leonix also wants a love rating. I was going through a tunnel. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Likely story, likely story. All right, so let's see what we got for Leonix's love reading. Let's see what we got for you. Oh. Okay, okay. Now let's grab your oracle card. Okay. Alrighty, we got all the cards for you, so let's put them up on the screen. Starting with... No more tunnels now, though. Okay, good, good, good. That means you'll be paying attention to me. That's what I like to hear. And then the final card is... Boop. There we go. Alrighty, so in order of left to right, Leonix, for your love reading, we have the Six of Swords, we have the Five of Swords, and we have the Reverse Lovers card. And then for your Oracle card, we have Preserves, right? Like fruit preserves. So let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, starting with the Six of Swords, right? Oh my god, prolonged eye contact. That's a lot of swords. Yeah, you do got a lot of swords here. So the Six of Swords is a card of taking the good things with you as you move forward in your journey, right? It's the chance for you to take a journey to a new place, success after anxieties, right? This is the chance for you to hit the road, to see what life has to offer. This is the love road trip, if you will, right? And that brings us to your next card, interestingly enough, which is the Five of Swords, which is kind of like a card of keeping other people at a distance. So it's like you're moving forward, you're moving on, but you're still not letting people get close to you. You're still not letting people actually bond with you. You got your defenses up. You're afraid to let people get too close. So it's like you're looking for love, you're searching for love, you're on a new journey for love, you've moved on from your past love, and yet you won't let people get close enough to love you. It's like, okay, Leonix, what are we doing? You have to let your guard down. You got to put the sword down, please. Please put the sword down. All right? People cannot get close to you if you're holding your sword up at them. All right? I know you do it to protect yourself because you're afraid of, you know, nobody likes being rejected, obviously. But I think preemptively stopping people from rejecting you doesn't actually solve the issue, right? Because the issue is that you don't even know if they are going to reject you. For all you know, they weren't going to reject you at all. They were going to be like, oh my God, you're so amazing. You're so cool. But you've already preemptively told yourself that they're going to reject you, and you already started processing what you would do if they rejected you. And that's not helpful in searching for love, right? But protection is important up to a point. But I would say you've kind of gone a little further past that point, and you are keeping everybody away, including the good people, including the people you don't want to keep away. The people you want to get close to, you are literally keeping at the end of your sword. And not in the sexy way, right? Elsa, I will play that song after this reading. I promise, I promise. Thank you, Jeremy. So it is very much like a, yes, I get why you want to protect yourself, why you want to avoid, you know, the pain of rejection. But from you preemptively avoiding the pain of rejection, you are also preemptively stopping yourself from the joy of acceptance, you know? Because how can they tell you that they like you if you don't even let them? If you've already assumed that they've rejected you, you know? And then that kind of leads us into your final card, which is literally the Lover's card, right? Which is a card of, you know, mutual attraction. People who are both, you know, two wholes becoming greater than the sum of their parts, right? So love is absolutely out there for you. You know, the other person that you're looking for is 1000% out there for you. But you are keeping them at a distance right now. You are keeping your love away because of your fear, right? And as I know it's scary and I know it sucks and nobody likes being rejected. It hurts, it sucks, but I think your fear is stopping you from actually allowing the people who see the real, genuine, amazing person that you are from actually being able to tell you that they see all these amazing qualities to you, right? That's a hi, Ren. Welcome in. So it's a risk you have to take. It is, in fact, a risk you have to take. But I think the best thing here is actually your Oracle card, which is Preserves, which is a card of security, forethought, and thriftiness, right? So this is a card that kind of tells you what can you do for yourself to make you feel more secure in the future so you can finally let down your guard. What can you do so you can allow yourself to give that bit of trust to people so that they can, you know, prove that they're not going to hurt you? Because otherwise, you're not going to be able to let the person who loves you get close to you at this rate, right? So what can you do to make yourself feel more at ease? Maybe it's just building up a network of friends that you know you can trust, that you know you can go to, right? So if you do get rejected, you'll be like, man, I got rejected, it sucks, and your friends can be there to comfort you, you know? Build a community, build a safety net. But what kind of safety net do you want to build for yourself, right? And I think that's sort of the key thing here, because when you know that you have a safe place, you know that you have a place that you can go to, if things don't work out, I think it makes it a lot easier for you to actually let your guard down, because you're like, well, I got a backup plan. I got people I can trust, so it's fine, you know? I was Evie, but the holes mention got me waking up. Oh my god. I got a bunch of freaks in my chat, bro. That's crazy. Good morning, Ren. But yeah, so I think the key thing here is the cards are telling you, like, your love is out there. The person who's absolutely going to love you just as much as you love them is out there, but it requires you to lower your guard. So what can you do to lower your guard? And I think that's building that safety net for yourself, having that backup plan for if things do go south, what can I do, right? Because then it allows you to actually, you know, put your sword down, because you're like, it's okay. It's okay, right? So set yourself up for future success by strengthening your backup plan, your backup options of what you need for yourself. And when you have that, it's easier to actually let people see your more vulnerable side, which is necessary for finding love, is having people see your most vulnerable sides, you know? So there you go. I hope that helps, Leonix. You didn't go through another tunnel, did you? I was just trying to find any spirit. What the hell did I just hear? A beautiful allegory for love. That's what you just heard. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah, I hope it helps, Leonix. Your love is definitely out there. Is this a witchy place? Yeah. I mean, I'm pagan. Alright, next up, we've got Condorcito, or sorry, Condor, and Condor wants a love reading. Of course, it's a Leonix reading. That sounds like a Leonix love reading, yeah. It was in fact a Leonix love reading. It was very on brand for Leonix. Alright, Condor, are you here? I guess no more spots open tonight. It's possible. I did call for one person and they haven't responded yet, so it's very possible you might have one raffle slot towards the end if they still don't respond during the final call. Also, there you are, Condor. Hi. And Condor also wants a love reading. Been meaning to get into that, but I couldn't seem to properly do so. Yeah, I mean, we keep it chill here. We keep it pretty low stakes, pretty chillaxed here. They mostly just goof and gaff with the cards. That's nothing too serious. Missed out for real. Had to go finish cooking dinner. Oh my god, what'd you make for dinner? Oh my gosh. A little chef chat. You were ratatouilleing up in the kitchen. Yeah, did you make some dinner for all of us? You button up to share with the class? Yeah, let me go grab my plate real quick. I appreciate. Oh my god, I appreciate. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta play the song. Let's see. All right, we gotta play Tsunaida Tani Kiso. Let's see. Because Jeremy redeemed it. We're gonna play my cover song. Here we go. Okay. And let's pause my music. There we go. Make sure my internet audio's on. There we go. Okay. Let's play my cover song as per the channel point redeem. Yabby. All right, let's put the music back on. There we go. Put my lo-fi back on. Yeah. So that is Tsunaida Tani Kisuo, also known as the 14th song, also known as the Musician's Score, from D. Gray Man. It's actually from D. Gray Man. So now you know where to find it. D. Gray Man is one of my absolute favorite anime and manga. So that song has a very, very special place in my heart. I remember when I first saw that song in the anime, it fucking blew my mind, bro. So I had been wanting to sing that song as a proper cover for like forever and ever. And it was actually very funny because I was like looking for instrumentals for that specific song of like somebody playing the piano. And I found one and that I liked. And I went to go like message the person on like YouTube. Like I meant to like go comment and ask them if I could like use it as an instrumental for the cover. And then I see the username. I'm like, wait a second. I know that fucking username. That's my friend that that we've drawn Totodeku Yaoi together. What do you mean that they made this instrumental? So I just DM them on Discord. I linked them the YouTube video and I'm like, hey, I want to use this for a cover. And they're like, oh my god, how the fuck did you find that? One of my yaoi friends did the instrumental. Isn't life so beautiful, bro? Completely coincidental. Just what are the fucking odds that I'm literally just typing in the instrumental onto YouTube, looking for the instrumental, and I find it, and I find a good version, and it just happens to be by a person I know. By a person I actually talk to, like, regularly. Is that not fucking insane, dude? Oh, it was so funny. They even like, they're like, oh, let me finish writing the actual rest of the song, then let me transcribe it. So you can have the full song. I was like, thank you, bestie. It was just so cool. It was so neat, you know, how worlds collide. To think I met them through drawing Totodeku. So, Todoroki and Deku kissing from My Hero Academia. Oh my god, 32 binguses. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the 32 months, Berserk. Thank you, thank you. Alright. So while that was playing, I went ahead and I pulled the cards and I put them up on the screen for you, Condorcito. Oh, sorry, Condor. Sorry. Condor. And so Condor got a love reading in order of left to right. We have the Emperor, we have the Hierophant, and we have the Moon for your love reading, right? Very, very interesting. So we start with the Emperor. The Emperor is somebody who takes charge, who takes the lead. They're the project manager of life, right? Somebody who has the positive results of their hard work come to fruition, right? It's because they're putting their nose to the grindstone. They're not afraid to get down and dirty with it to show how it's done. And that's why it pays off for them, right? They're not afraid to do what needs to get done in order to take the lead on something, in order to push themselves forward. And I think that's a really great quality to have, honestly, right? And then you can call me either name, by the way. Okay. I do my best. And then that sort of leads us into the second card, which is the Hierophant, right? And the Hierophant is, again, the sort of leading figure, the sort of guiding hand. So you have two different types of like leaders in this sense, right? Of somebody who's taking charge, but in a, like a more like spiritual way. They're more of like a gentle guiding hand of helping lead people into a safe place. You know, somebody who creates a safe space for people to feel at ease, right? I think that's sort of like the key thing here is you have these two very strong leadership type cards of like taking charge, taking control, but not in like a dominating way, because these are both upright, right? Because they're both upright, it's not like a dominating sort of tyrant vibe. It's more of like a gentle leader type of vibe, right? Like a good father figure type vibe. These are the daddy cards, all right? So use that daddy energy for good. Use it for good, all right? I believe in you. Use it for good. Use it for good things. And I think that will definitely help you when it comes to searching for love. You're somebody that can be trusted. And I think that says a lot, especially in this type of world, in this type of time, you know, in this day and age. Being somebody that people can trust and let their guard down and be vulnerable with and let take control of situations is a massive thing. Okay, that is not something to be taken lightly. That is a massive show of trust, right? But interestingly, we follow that up with the Moon card. And the Moon is very much like a card of like mystery, intrigue, dreams. It's like imagination, creativity. But it's also a card of like intuition. Trust your gut. Trust the things that you can't see, right? Because you won't be able to see everything. You won't be able to see the full picture when it comes to everything. So it's very much like a card of like, trust your gut. If something feels right, good. But if something feels wrong, sort of stop and look and listen as to what feels wrong, as to what doesn't feel right, right? This is very much like allowing the strength of sort of subtlety to carry you forward, right? Because you don't need to be domineering. You don't need to be overt with the fact that you can take charge, right? Because somebody who knows how to take charge doesn't need to show. They don't need to prove that they're a leader. You don't need to prove that you're a big, strong, tough guy, you know? You know that you're a tough guy. So, you know, you don't need to feel threatened. You don't need to feel like you have to show. No, they need to know that I'm tough. You don't need to do all that. Strength comes from the gentle nature of showing people what you can do to help them, right? It's lending a hand in small, quiet ways, in subtle, gentle ways, right? Rather than shoving them, you're gently guiding them, right? With your hand behind their back, right? You're not shoving them, you're not pushing them. You're just gently guiding them, right? So I think that's sort of like what the cards are like. They're like, you've got the strength, you've got the power, you've got that sort of trust to you. So the best thing you can do is just make sure that you're subtle with it. Make sure that you're subtle and you're chill with it. And I think that's going to help show people what you're capable of in a way that is very comforting and especially non-threatening. Women love a guy who is non-threatening, and men also love a guy who's non-threatening. And bees love a person who is non-threatening. So these are just ways that you can utilize your strengths in ways that are helpful for other people, and can also help build their love for you, right? Small, gentle, careful ways of showing what you're capable of, you know? Men who can be trusted more than a bear are awesome. Yeah, it's the bare minimum standards. Would we pick you over the bear? And there are ways you can make sure that you're somebody people would pick over the bear, for sure. There's small things, right? So I think as long as you're aware of the fact, because nobody here is doubting your strength. Nobody here is doubting your leadership capabilities. Nobody here is doubting whether or not you are up to the challenge, right? You have both the Emperor and the Hierophant. I think that goes to say you got that covered, right? But being the dominant one doesn't necessarily mean being the tyrannical one, doesn't mean being king, right? It means helping people when it's needed and taking charge when it's needed to get things done, right? For the sake of the kingdom, for the sake of, you know, everybody else, right? So I think as long as you've got that sort of focus locked in, and then you're golden, then you're good, right? Because all of these are upright. I just want to say all these are upright. So I think that kind of goes to show as well. It's like, it doesn't feel like you're pushing too hard on a lot of this. It feels like there is like a lot of confidence in who you are. And that's good. That's good. We love confidence. So just make sure that you're not pushing it too hard. You know, gentle guidance, gentle help, non-threatening vibes. And you're good, and you're Gucci, and you're rolling in the dough. All right? There you go. You have the bare minimum. It's real, yeah. But there you go. I hope that helps, Condor. Fingers crossed. Yeah, you got this. Next up is Angie. And Angie said, what steps do I need to reach my goal? Well, let's see what we got for you. Yeah. Let's see what the cards hold. Oh my god, hi Coffee, welcome in. Let's see what we got for you. Are we watching the first season of Walking Dead? Oh, you know, I've only seen like random episodes. I'm gonna be so real. I need to watch more. Okay. Interesting. All right, let's put these up on the screen for you. One of these cards is actually the same, but it's in a different spot. So let's boop that over there, actually. And then this one becomes, boop, there we go. And then the final card is, there we go. Alrighty. Yeah, so we got all the cards for you. In order of left to right, we have the reverse Hierophant. So it's reversed this time. We have the reverse Ace of Cups. And we have the Six of Wands. So, starting with the reverse Hierophant. Well, the Hierophant is a leader, a guiding hand, right? And it's reversed. This is following things without question. This is following leader without question. You're just kind of doing things. You're acting without thought, right? You're not putting too much, like, analytical mind to the situation. You're kind of just, like, blindly following orders in a sense. Also, welcome in, Raiders. How are you? How was your stream? What were you up to? We were playing Phasmophobia. Did you win? Did you win Phasmophobia? Welcome in. Hope y'all are doing well. We're doing tarot readings right now. But yeah, so we start off with the Hierophant in reverse, which is very much like doing things without thought, acting sort of like without question, without really taking the time to really stop and ponder about what you're doing. You're kind of just feeling it out, which I think if you're doing things casually, it's totally normal. But I think if you're trying to grow, it does help to sort of like really stop and like analyze and like think things through of like what you want to do, right? Which kind of leads us into your second card, which is the reverse Ace of Cups, right? I was like, oh my gosh. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. We have won a fair amount. I'd say lots of dying too. That's par for the course. Were there any sexy ghosts? Were there any sexy ghosts over there? I'm great at doing things without thinking. Yeah, I barely think at all. Well, the cards are like, well, it's okay to think. It's okay to turn the brain on, just a little bit, right? But that sort of brings us to your second card, which is the reverse Ace of Cups, which is a card of instability and hesitation. It feels like you're not sure what you want to do. And maybe that's why you feel like you don't want to make any decisions. It's because you kind of don't know what path to take. You don't really know what you really want to do for yourself. Maybe you have a hard time picturing what direction it is that you really want to pivot towards. So you're kind of like spreading yourself out in terms of like where you want to go, because you don't want to like close any specific doors, right? Whatever the case is, it feels like you're having a hard time moving forward because you don't know how you want to move forward, right? And that requires thought. Yes, that requires thought. That requires thinking about what you want to do in order to pick what you want to do in order to move forward into what you want to do. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I think -1 times it gets me in trouble sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. I'll do all the thinking for you. You can just shut your brain off. Take a little time off. Take a little breather, if you will. Thoughts? What's that? Yeah. And then that kind of leads us into your final card, which is the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is actually a card of like taking a breather, taking a break, taking a step back, if you will, and connecting with friends, right? This is very much a card of, you know, connecting with people, taking a breather, taking a respite. Yeah, Derry eye patting us. Yeah. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Jingle, jingle. So the back rooms, jingle, jingle. Yeah. I think it is very much like, it feels to me like you're almost overwhelmed in that you don't, like, do you know what choice paralysis is? Andre, do you know what choice paralysis is? It's like the whole idea of there's so many options, there's so many directions that you could go in that it feels like you can't make a decision, and so you kind of freeze up. Yeah, that's kind of what this feels like to me. It is very much like there are a lot of different directions you can go. There's, I think, a lot of different ways that you can focus on a lot of this stuff, but it feels like because you don't know what specific things you want to focus on, you've kind of shut down and instead are just kind of like, I'm just not going to think at all. I'm actually just going to turn my brain off fully. I was like, okay, well, if you want to push forward, if you want to really hone in on what it is that you think will be best for you in reaching your goals, I think that's a matter of taking the time to really stop and think about what those goals are. And maybe what you need to do that is just by connecting with your friends and the people, you know, who do the same thing as you, and sort of seeing, you know, what worked for them and what makes them happy, and also maybe what they think might be good ideas for you. Kind of formulate, you know, you don't have to think it through all by yourself. You can definitely talk it out. There's the rubber ducky method in coding, which is where coders who are having difficulty figuring out what's wrong with their code will put a little rubber ducky on their desk, and they will talk to the rubber ducky, explaining everything about their code to the rubber duck. The rubber duck does not respond. They just stare at you encouragingly. And as the person who is coding talks about the details of their code and explains the code, that's when they figure out what's wrong and they figure out what it is they actually need to do. So I think you just got a rubber duck method this, you know, with your friends. I think talking it out, verbally talking out what it is that you want to do and what it is that you're stressing over, I think will make it more obvious to you of what actual direction that you do want to go in. Because for all you know, you probably have made a decision, but you don't realize it, you know? And it's only, I think, just straight up talking about it out loud, like I said, rubber duck method, to your friends will maybe help finally break through and make you realize like, oh, that's what I want to do. I got it now. Yeah. That's the thing that I want to do. That's my goals right there, right? So I think that's sort of the key thing here is taking that time to really stop and reflect. It's actually a brilliant idea. You should do it. You should do it. You know, the rubber duck method helps immensely, you know? So if you need somebody to be a rubber ducky, I have a duck emote. I think that says enough. Where's my duck emote? Can we get some ducky dares in chat? Ducky dare. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a little duck. Quack. Yeah. Oh my god, you made the duckies kiss. That's so romantic. Yeah. So I think that'll help you immensely. Like I said, with that Six of Wands, it's telling you to connect with friends, to take a breather, and to sort of reassess the situation by taking a break from pondering it on your own. You don't have to ponder it on your own. You can have your friends there, and your friends can just stand there. They don't even have to say anything. But I think just having somebody else in the room with you will help you a lot with sort of coming to terms with a lot of that, you know? And that'll probably help push you to narrow down what it is that you actually need to do. So there you go. I hope that helps. Fingers crossed. Yeah, the gang loves Ducky Dairy. So there you go. Next up, we've got... That was so genuinely helpful. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear it. Oh my god. Egg. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. I appreciate it. Very, very sweet of you. Yeah. Let's see. So next up is Lazy. And Lazy wants a love reading. So I got you. I got you, Lazy. Let's see what we got for your love reading. Yeah, thank you again. Also, look at you. Oh my god, you managed to get one of the gift subs. Look at you go. Lucky. Oh, if that's the case, we should pull an oracle card for you too. Now that you're subbed, let's grab a quick oracle card for you before your turn's officially over and I pull somebody else. Ooh, for your oracle card, you have Time, which is a card of presence and self-awareness, right? Taking the time to really stop and think about you and who you are and what it is you really want, right? Being self-aware is key to figuring out your goals. Feels like it really does just tie it all in, doesn't it? Oh my god, Ren! Thank you for the gift sub, Ren! Thank you. So there you go. A neat little bow right on top. Yeah. A lovely wrapped ribbon. Just to really drive the point home, you know? In order to understand your goals, you must first understand yourself. It sounds so philosophical when I say it that way. But really, in order to dumb it down, it's just in order to know what you want, you have to know what you want. Oh my gosh, Lazy, look at you. Congrats on the gift sub. Lucky. And just in case I forgot, thank you, Ren. Thank you. The greatest philosopher of our time. Yeah, that's me. I think, therefore I am. You can quote me on that. Fresh off the press. Fresh off the dome, if you will. Let's see what we got. What happens when you sleep or dream? Well, you're still thinking. Your brain is still thinking when you're sleeping and dreaming. The REM cycle of sleep relies on your brain's subconscious imagery to sort of filter through all of your previous memories of the day to process them. So you are still thinking, therefore you still are when you're sleeping. So there you go. But do you still are? But do you still are? But do you? Your base are belong to us, true. You must construct additional pylons. The reverse of me, I do not think, therefore I do not am. Incredible, incredible. We have the strongest minds of our generation in this chat right now. I'm just imagining us as those philosophers, you know, walking through the streets, discussing our views. The educated masses. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see what we got for you, Lazy. And then let's grab your Oracle card because you are officially subbed. Dun, 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 dun. So hi, Bunny. Welcome in. Oh, okay. I got all of the cards for you. Oh my god, you got the hype train emo. Oh, so cute. Very cute. All right, let's put these up on the screen for you, Lazy. Starting with... Dun, dun. And then we've got... Dun, dun, dun. There we go. And then the final card is... There we go. Alrighty. We got all the cards for you, Lazy, for your love reading. In order of left to right, we have the Seven of Swords, we have the Nine of Wands, and we have the Eight of Cups reversed. And then for your Oracle card, we have Harvest. You've corrupted me. Oh my god, what did I do this time? What did I do this time? What am I being accused of? So we start with the Seven of Swords, right? And the Seven of Swords is very much like a card of kind of like unfounded confidence. It's very much like a foolhardy nature, not thinking too much, kind of going around, and the cards are like, let's be careful, let's be careful, let's be safe. let's watch where we're going, let's watch where we're stepping. As you can see, there are swords hidden in this flower. You've thrown Spirit City into the Tism Vortex, into my Tism Vortex. Oh my god. All according to Keikaku. Translator's note, Keikaku meets plan. So yeah, we have the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is like, hey, watch where you're going. Watch where you're headed. You gotta be careful. There's literally knives in this fucking flower. Be careful, right? Things are hidden. There's danger lurking, right? And then that kind of leads us into the second card, which is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is a card of, you know, taking your time, strength and reserve, biding your time to ensure your success. Slow and steady wins the race. There's no need to rush. Take your time. Easy does it. This isn't a race. There's no need to rush, right? This is setting yourself up for future success because you have your taproot way, way, way deep down into the ground, grabbing that water, right? Because you're a cactus. Cacti hold a lot of water inside of them in order to prevent drought in the future, you know, so they can stay nice and hydrated. And you should hydrate. You should drink water right now, like a little cactus. You're a little cactus. Cactus RP. Roleplay POV. You are a cactus, and I'm a cactus. And we both drink water. Wasn't that a lovely roleplay? So romantic. But then we follow it up into the final card, which is the reverse 8 of Cups. And the reverse 8 of Cups is like, you've cut yourself free of something that was toxic. It was toxic, it wasn't good for you, and because you finally cut yourself free, you're no longer tied down to it. This is your chance to move forward in whatever direction you please. You can go wherever you want. You got the freedom to explore. There's nothing weighing you down. You don't have, you know, anything holding you in place. So you should take advantage of that. You should have fun. You should see, you know, what the world has to offer for you. This is your chance to take a journey to a more satisfying place, a more satisfying journey, right? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Who you want to fuck, right? Live your life. This is the time for you to be living La Vida Loca. I know you can do it. You got that dog in you, you know? So let it out. Oh, so hi, Feckless. Welcome in. Yeah, and that kind of brings us to your final card, which is the Oracle card, which is Harvest, right? Which is a card of determination, but also hard work, right? This is reaping the benefits, the fruit and vegetables that you have grown all summer long, right? That you've tended to. This is still work because you still have to actually harvest them, right? Harvesting does take a lot of time and energy, but it's very rewarding because you literally get to hold the fruits of your labor. All that time and effort and energy is paying off, right? So yeah, there's still work to be done. There's still things you have to do, but it's not going to feel as much like work because you're basically seeing what you've already got sort of coming to fruition. You're already taking it in. You're taking in all of the victories. So basically, the cards are saying, be careful. There's some crazy shit out there. Set yourself up for future success. But also put yourself out there in the sense of see where you want to go, what it is you want to do, and head out there and enjoy it, right? Because you are setting yourself up for future success, because you are biding your time, right? That pushes you forward in order to see what it is you actually want, what it is you're looking forward to. What are you biding your time for? Right? Seems like I get this Oracle card. Yeah, the cards are like, go for it. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. You got a lot going for you. Enjoy it. Reel it in. You made it last minute. Yeah, welcome in, Poppy. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I hope that helps, Lazy. Fingers crossed. Maybe that gives you some like encouragement, you know? Like be careful. But overall you're doing well. But be careful, you know? Make sure you don't run into any crazies out there. There's always some crazies out there. But ultimately, you got a good thing going for you. This did help. Gave me something to think about. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Next up is, I believe, final call for Set. So, Set Starlight, if you are here, please speak now or forever hold your peace. Otherwise, I'm going to raffle off your slot to somebody else. So, Set Starlight, are you here? Otherwise, somebody else is going to steal your reading. So, that is me. Yes, no, that's not your name. That's not your name. I can read. trauma is XP, but damn, it's costing me sanity. You gotta do what I do and look at cute cat videos on the internet to restore your will to live. Yeah, pup team MD. Yeah, I get the Pipimi. I love that Pipimi emote so much. It's so silly. She conveys such emotion in her stare. So I had to draw myself as her. All right, I think Set probably fell asleep. So, for those of you in chat who have not gotten a reading from me yet today and you would like one, I am thinking of a number between 1 through 10, and the first person to guess a number will get the reading. The number was 7. Congratulations, Shorts. You have snagged the reading. What would you like for your reading? Congrats, congrats. So close, yet no cigar. It's okay. We do the tarot readings every Thursday, so if you missed it this week, you're more than welcome to pop in next week. So what would you like for your reading, Shorts? Am I close to finding out / figuring out who I am, with who, and how I want to be as a person? Oh, it's more of a yes or no question, ain't it? But we'll see. We'll see what the cards got to say about you becoming the person you want to be. Have you explored gender? True. Have you explored gender and sexuality? Those are the top 2 check boxes. Because it's okay to come out of the gender and sexuality exploration as cis and straight. Nothing wrong with that. But you still got to take the time to really stop and think about it. To stop and ponder. Am I trans? Am I genderqueer? Am I bi? And it's okay to come out there and be like, no, I'm good with who I am. Have you explored neurodivergence? In my head, I went 7. No, it couldn't be a 7. Son of a, yeah. You gotta trust your gut. You gotta trust your instincts. You gotta trust your instinct. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, they say a man who fucks another man and says that he's straight is much straighter than a man who has never fucked another man before. How can you know you're straight if you've never done it, you know? How can you know for sure? I pass all that, now it's about blooming my fruits. Oh my god. Are you getting fruity up in here? Let's go. We love to see it. Maybe some insight into perhaps finishing those last steps to get there. Also, I'm all over those. Let's go. I love fruit. I do love fruit too. I've been craving more mango. Ever since I bought those 4 mangoes on sale at the grocery store, I'm like, I should have bought way more. Those mangoes were so fucking good, dude. And that yogurt I bought, holy fuck, that yogurt I bought was so goddamn good, dude. I got the it was like this triple cream Greek yogurt. It was insanely delicious. Like, oh my god, dude, that shit was incredible. Oh, I gotta buy more of that fucking yogurt. Oh my god. Because then I had the fresh diced mango, and I put it with the yogurt, and then I put some rice cereal, like the puffed rice cereal. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Oh, it was beautiful. A beautiful little dessert. I'm trans, got that deer in me, tism, and queer, the trifecta. I love that for you. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. You're shining like a golden beacon. Yeah, because I mean, I know a lot of us are definitely some form of queer. Some of us, most of us, honestly, are some form of queer. That's just the kind of community I have here. But I just want to say to any of my straight cis followers, I love you too. I think you're chill. I think you're chill as hell. Just remember,
It's still important to explore. To explore your gender and your sexuality. It's okay if you come out of it the same, but you still gotta explore and see, just to make sure. Solidify your position. That's my 2 cents on it. I'm bi and curious. We love that for you. We love that for you. I'm either envy or so lost to my gender I resorted to they, them. I'm envy. I'm envy. I'm he, they. But you know, no, that's fine. It's okay to just be like, I don't know what my gender is, but it's not this. And you know what? That's enough. Oh my god. Me when I'm feeling maybe I'm not as straight as I thought. Me when I see a beautiful woman. A wooga. I'm like so queer I don't even consider myself gay because just being gay means I love men. I objectify men. Ooh, slim waist. We love men. We love men. We love women. We love NBs. Beautiful people are beautiful no matter their gender. And that's a fact. And sexy people are sexy no matter their gender. And that's also a fact. We're out here with the eye of the beholder, seeing the beauty in everything around us. Envy, like that character in ZZZ. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I haven't played ZZZ in a hot minute, dude. But I did pull for Lighter because I wanted to stare at his ass. So it was worth it. I'm so glad he came home. When I first pulled him, I just had him walking around. Just walked his ass around the block. Let him strut him stuff, yeah. I started playing ZZZ a week ago and I already spent $200. Sheesh. I think it's sexy to refer to everyone as they, them until you know for sure. True. True, true, true. I thought I was transphobe until one in reverse suddenly, which is weird. I could be gender fluid for all I know. Maybe. Maybe. Who's to say? Who's to say? C'est la vie, you know? I think it's just something you kind of like low-key come to terms with over time. Tarot tonight? Yeah, we're doing tarot tonight. I'm doing a reading right now for shorts. And shorts' reading is... Oh, we gotta grab your Oracle card too, because you are subbed. For now, I'm they, them, but my preference is more of a guideline than a requirement. That's real. Sometimes it just takes time to figure out what it is that you like and what it is you don't like. Whenever I first was non-binary, I went through all the pronouns. I was like, I'm fine with any pronouns. And then as I went through it, I realized, no, I'm actually not okay with all pronouns. I narrowed that down. I narrowed that shit down. That's crazy. It's crazy. Because if you say you're fine with all pronouns, people will just default. People will just default. And so when I said I was fine with all pronouns, people just kept calling me she, her, and that was it. And I was like, damn. I was like, never mind. I'm taking that off the menu. You're not allowed to call me that anymore, actually. I'm removing that from the signboard. put these up on the screen for you. Starting with, yeah, unshees, you're them. Yeah. The person who throws in a previously uncommon pronouns goated. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My first card is... There we go. The next one is... And then the final card is... There we go. Alrighty, we got all the cards for you. For your reading of what you feel like you gotta be in order to reach who you want to be, right? So in order of left to right, we have the 2 of coins. We've got the 10 of coins. And we have the reverse 9 of cups. And then for your oracle card, we have trunk, like a tree trunk, right? My language has a universal third-person pronoun, so used to refer to any gender. So like, oh, that's so nice, dude. Oh, I'm so fucking jealous, bro. I need that shit. There's a cat ear. There is a cat ear team. Speaking of, Ren put the cat ears on me. Meow meow. Alright, so let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you. Starting with the 2 of coins, right? And the 2 of coins is a card of balance. It's harmony despite change. So it's very much like a finding who you are despite the fact that you feel like you're changing. You're still you at the end of the day, right? When you look in the mirror, it's still you. Despite everything, it's still you, right? And I think just sort of keeping that in mind, keeping that close to your heart, it's like you are who you want to be. And you also are who you are now. You're both your current self and your potential. And I think that's something to keep in mind. You're the sum of all of your parts. And that's okay. And that's good, actually. And then that kind of leads us into the next card, which is the 10 of coins, which is a card of security and stability. To me, you have 2 cards which are very much like about stability, wanting to find that sense of stability, wanting to find that sense of being somebody that people can rely on, people can trust. You know, you want to be, you know, part of like a bigger ecosystem in a sense. You want to be a part of the full picture. When people look at the painting, they want to see you as someone important, somebody necessary to be around, to have around, right? And I think that's a noble cause, is wanting to be somebody that is strong, that other people can rely on. I think that's a noble goal to have, right? And I think that's something that you can sort of make sure, like, am I there for the people around me? Am I showing up for when people need me? Am I doing what needs to be done to make sure that people know that I'm there for them if needed? You know? I think these are things that you can ask yourself, but also sort of like a checklist to make sure you're on the right path. You know? What can I do to help people? What can I do to show my love for people, right? To show that I care for them. And then we follow it up with the reverse 9 of cups. And the reverse 9 of cups is kind of like a card of what initially seemed good is maybe showing itself to not be quite what it seemed, right? It's sort of like a misplaced trust, or what seemed like an oasis is maybe more of like a mirage, right? So it is very much like a take your time to really stop and think, are things right? Are things correct? Is this really what you want, right? And I don't think this is necessarily in reference to you, but I think to the people around you, right? To me, this reads more like a be careful of like who you also surround yourself with also becomes a testament of who you are, right? Sometimes you have to cut the bad people off in your life because they are not helping you. right? And it can be difficult because you want to help everybody. You want to be there for people. Maybe you know that they're going through a hard time, but also some people, they are just trying to drag you down. And you gotta let go of that. And it can be really, really hard. But I think that's sort of the key thing here is if you want to have a flourishing ecosystem, if you want to have, you know, a place for you to grow and thrive into the person you want to be, I think you also need to make sure you're surrounding yourself with people with qualities that you admire, with also traits that you want to have for yourself, you know? So I think that is sort of like a key thing here is with you transforming into your best version of yourself. I think that also requires you to stop and look at the people you surround yourself with, because those people do rub off on you, right? I mean, when you spend time with people, their personality traits, their quirks are going to rub off on you because that's the human bonding experience. You're going to pick up phrases, you're going to pick up little quirks, little jokes, little inside jokes, little things that you do, little habits from the people you surround yourself with. So I think just taking the time to really stop and think, is this the kind of person I want to surround myself with? And maybe on a couple, you might realize, actually, no, I don't want to be like this person. I was here because I wanted to help them, but I don't want to be like them. I don't want to do that. And maybe you realize, okay, well, maybe I need to take a step back, right? And that's okay. And it sucks. It sucks to have to do that. But that is something that's also, I think, necessary for your growth and for you becoming who you want to be, right? And that sort of leads us into your final card, which is your Oracle card, which is Trunk, like tree trunk, which is, again, this card of security, of stability, of loyalty, and reliability. You want to become a strong, independent, reliable person that other people can go to when they need help, when they need strength, when they need somebody to lean on, right? And that is a noble goal. But I think it's also a matter of the tree is not doing it all by themselves. The tree is getting help from the rest of the ecosystem too, right? All of the other plants and animals are nourishing the tree itself in order to keep it strong, you know? And so I don't think you need to feel pressured to do it all by yourself because you're part of a greater picture. So yes, it's great to focus on becoming somebody that other people can trust, but also you want to trust other people too. There are animals who make homes in you, and because of that, they protect you as well. So you want to make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who also give you that same level of effort and energy too, right? To protect you as much as you protect them, to take care of you as much as you take care of them, to surround yourself with an entire ecosystem of people who love and care about you, and that you love and care about them in return, you know? So I think the key takeaways here are, in your journey to become a better person, I think what matters is who you surround yourself with. What kind of person you want to be starts with the kind of people that you're already around. You know? So I hope that helps. Fingers crossed. There you go. Oh, to be surrounded by a person. Oh my God. Egg out here yearning in my chat. Man, the cards don't lie. It can be tough. It can be really, really tough to draw the line and cut people out. I've only had to do it, I think, a handful of times. But one of them was my best friend at the time. And I realized that we were literally growing into two completely different people. And I didn't like the way he was turning out. I didn't like the person he was becoming. And it sucked. It sucked really bad. Friendship breakups hurt just as much, in my opinion, as relationship breakups. It sucks, but it needed to be done because I didn't like the person he was becoming. And it's painful, but it is necessary in order to move forward. I still think fondly of our memories that we had before, but, you know, as you grow and you become, you know, you get older, you realize who you want to be and what you want to do, you realize, oh, fuck, like, we are headed in two completely different directions. And either I'm turning around or we're splitting. And I don't want to turn around because I don't like the way you're headed. I don't like the location you're heading to. Yeah, I had to break away from people so much. It's so agonizing. It's painful. It sucks. I'd never let people tell you that leaving a friendship is easy or not as devastating as a relationship, okay? Friendships are a type of relationship. They are completely deep and intimate. Just because you're not fucking each other doesn't mean that you don't have a deep and intimate relationship with each other, right? It's painful to lose a friend. It is absolutely sad. It's devastating. This is somebody you trusted, somebody that you've bonded with for so long, that you've shared, secrets with you've trusted to have your back. It's sad, and it's okay to feel sad about it and to mourn the friendship. It's okay to be like, man, it sucks. I had to let go of this. It's also okay to hold on to those fond memories, the good memories you have of them. You don't have to forget them. You don't have to forget them entirely. But it's okay to be like, okay, well, this is where we part ways. This is where we have to say goodbye, You still miss the times you share memes and pebbles with each other. Yeah, exactly. But that's what you got to do. Like I said, the people you surround yourself with, they rub off on you. So if you're surrounding yourself with people who are not going to help you grow, if the people who are only going to make you worse, well, it's going to be hard for you to grow and become a better person if you're surrounding yourself with not great people. And maybe they were good before. Maybe you hope that they'll be good again. But you can't know that for sure. You gotta focus on you too. Yeah, like I said, it's tough. It's tough. I've been there, having to let go of a friendship that meant so much to me. It's really difficult. So I 100% get it. I've been distrustful lately, and I'm learning who are the right people to trust on top of cutting off. Yeah, it can be hard. Like, I think a lot of people don't talk about how painful friendship breakups are. Like, everybody talks about, oh yeah, romance breakups are hard. But I think not a lot of people talk about friendship breakups. And it sucks because it's true. They're so important to you. Sometimes your friendships last longer than your relationships. And so, like, having a friendship with somebody for like 4 or 5 years, that's a relationship. That is a deep, dedicated relationship, My friend group, IRL, lost a couple of members through the years. We've also gained some new members too. It's just hellos and goodbyes, and you get to choose who to keep close, It's the way life is, but you gotta choose what path you want to take. So, as hard as it can be, just make sure you got your other friends with you for comfort too. It makes it easier to surround yourself with other friends. But there you go. I hope that helps, shorts. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. There you go. Right, that is officially all of the readings for tonight. We are all caught up on everybody. So, I'm starving. There is a foot-long meatball marinara sub in my fridge waiting for me to reheat. So, let's see, who are we gonna raid, baby? Who is online? Maybe we will raid. Let's raid Mioletta. She's always cozy and cute. Looks like she's chit-chatting. So we're gonna raid again. Especially with the journal in settings. Yeah, I do like Spirit City a lot. That's why I'm always happy when I get to talk about like their new updates and their DLCs and stuff on stream. It's because I genuinely really like it. But there we go. So we're gonna raid Mioletta, who looks like is currently watching Bibio of some type and chilling. Tomorrow we are playing Salvus Ares, which I've been looking forward to for so long because I'm a massive Otome game fan. And this one is a fantasy romance that starts after you're executed. So we hadn't got like a villainess vibe sort of going to it, which is really, really exciting. I'm so hyped. We're gonna play the early access for that tomorrow on stream. I can't wait to show it to you guys. I've been literally looking forward to this game for so long, so I'm so hyped. But yeah, so hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow for Salvus Ares. But if not, no worries. I'll see you when I see you. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. And good night.